Hello and welcome back to another video. In the last video, we created a calendar, and in this video, we're going to see what CodeIgniter has to offer for a shopping cart. Now, this isn't a full-blown shopping cart like you might think. It doesn't hold the catalog, but it adds everything to sessions, gets the prices, and things like that. It doesn't do processing payments, it's not a database for the products, but you can set all that up yourself from the videos you did so far. What we're going to do today is we're going to focus on adding things to the shopping cart and manipulating that data. First, let's look at CodeIgniter's user guide, and we'll see a cart class. And it has good information here. It talks about initializing, adding stuff to the cart, things like that. We're going to do just what it does. So I'm going to create a controller called shopping. We're going to have an index function, and that's just going to show you what's inside of the shopping cart. We have to make sure that we have a form helper loaded, and then we need to make sure that we load the cart library. Then we're going to load the view. We don't need to send any data with it because everything's in the session. Then I want a function called update. So we need to load the cart library. And then we say this cart update. So we update everything from posts. Then we're going to redirect them back to the index page, which is the cart. The last one I'm going to do is I'm going to add something called add variables. And what this is going to do is it's going to add default information into the shopping cart. Because we're not adding an actual shopping cart products, we're not doing all the catalog, I'm going to put in some default products into the session. So I want to load the cart library, and then I'm going to create an array. And in that array, it's going to have other arrays. I've just taken this from CodeIgniter's user guide. The first is ID, and then we have a quantity, price, and this is the price per product. Then we're going to add a name, and then we're going to add some options. This is great if you were to add, if you were doing a shirt, you'd want the size, the color, and things like that. And then we're going to add 2 more products. Once you do that, then we do this cart insert. You can see this is being pretty similar to Active Record, and so CodeIgniter keeps things pretty uniform. Now let's create our shopping view. I'm also going to copy the HTML from CodeIgniter's user guide. There's only one thing that we need to update on this page, and that is the path right here. So I want base URL and shopping, then /update. Going through this, you can see we're doing a for each. For each cart content item, and then we're doing a hidden form item, and that's storing the row ID. Then we're going to echo out an input, and that's the name, and we're putting the quantity in there. And then we're going to echo out the name, and if there's any options, then we're going to do a for each to display each option. Then after that, we're going to echo out the price and subtotal. To understand this better, let's go ahead and add our variables and view the page. So we've added the variables. Now when we go to the page, we see a little symbol here. Let's go ahead and look at that. There's a weird space here. We'll delete that. Now we can see the cart items that have been added by default. So you can see it has a quantity, the sizes, the price, and subtotal. Let's go ahead and update this. Let's change the quantity of this. Put this one as 0. You can see the one that had 0 automatically removed it. And that's what CodeIgniter does. If you're updating the quantity being 0, then it's automatically removing it. What I want to do is I want to print this out. Now you can see what CodeIgniter stores. So each item in the cart has a row ID. And you can see this is just a hash, and so is the array that holds all the cart information. So it has a row ID, the ID number, quantity, price, options, and all that. So it's pretty straightforward. So what CodeIgniter has done for us is they've made it so we don't have to do all the session stuff to do the cart. All we have to do is use their cart class, and we can add and edit items easily. What you'd want to do from here is you'd want to create the catalog. So you'd have a table in the database with the products in it. You would have, the price, title, any options that are there, and have a view that shows everything with the name and price. Then when you add it to the cart, you just create a data array with all those products, and you add it to the shopping cart. Once you do that, you almost have a fully functional cart. You just need to deal with payment processing. You could just insert PayPal or something like that. Although CodeIgniter doesn't give us a full-blown shopping cart, it gives us what we need to store everything in a session. It makes it very easy so we don't have to remember all the variables ourselves. We can just use the class and make things a lot easier on ourselves. The next and last video is going to talk about what you should do from here.